Oh God. I think I can. Oh Lord, this is some bullshit. Oh, 2 days of this, I'm gonna die. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. Oh, I made it. Oh, golly.
July is Disability Pride Month. You might not have known this, but it used to be illegal for people with disabilities to exist in public spaces. There used to be something called the Ugly Laws, and it wasn't even that long ago. They were officially repealed in 1974. That's only a little over 50 years ago. The Ugly Laws viewed people with disabilities as unsightly and made it illegal for people with disabilities to be in public because it was seen as a public nuisance. It also has only been a little bit over 30 years since the ADA was enacted. Even in 2025, disability can be seen as a problem that needs to be fixed, when in reality, most conditions can't be fixed by a simple solution. The purpose of this month is to celebrate the lives of people with disabilities, celebrate our achievements, celebrate the ADA, and to raise awareness for disability rights and disability justice. My name's Leah. I've been a part of the disability community for over 7 years now, and I also have a master's degree in disability science. So if you want to hear some educational background about disability this month, feel free to follow along.
Just because a diagnosis isn't life-threatening doesn't mean that it's not life-altering.
Do y'all want to know what my physical therapist just taught me? Because I did not realize I struggled so bad with this, but I have HEDS, have never been able to properly touch my toes or do a proper V-sit, and I think this might answer all of that. Just a disclaimer, this is not medical advice. As a matter of fact, the things I'm about to show you actively hurt me, and I'm going back to my physical therapist to discuss ways to modify it to make it easier and less painful and less irritating on my HEDS because it's not fun. Okay, so to the nitty-gritty. When I do my normal V-sit stretches or touching my toes and things like that, something I struggle with often is I'll try to do like a modified V-sit and my ribs will dig into my hip bones. Like I can't go any further than this because I have to like shove my ribs under my hips to be able to go further, and it really impedes the stretches because my lower floating ribs start to get really aggravated. So my physical therapist was like, okay, let's try to modify it. What if we put the leg behind you so that you're forced to sit more squarely on your pelvis and you can turn and kind of get your hip bone out of the way of your ribs, which was super helpful, right? But I noticed I couldn't do it at all. Oh, hold on. Oh. On my left leg. Like this leg won't go down right. I can't sit squarely right. Like this hip is majorly stuck. Even whenever I try to extend it or pull it back, like I have to fully pull it underneath me to sit squarely down. And this opened up a kind of line of questioning I wasn't expecting on my pelvis, my hips, like all of those different things and how my legs sit in their sockets, because we were trying to do the 4 pose, right? Basically the goal is if you sit like this, you can kind of and kind of stretch yourself out, right? What I find interesting about even doing this is that whenever I sit in this position, right, I can find a way to sit fairly squarely, and then you turn and you can do a variety of different stretches this way. But when I go this way, first off, the pain here, excruciating, really bad. It's really difficult to actually fully lower this leg. And then on top of that, there's a whole space under here. On the other side, my butt was connected with the ground. My butt cannot connect with the ground. And like turning obviously still helps open up the rib and the hip problem, but this is a whole issue that I didn't expect. Oh my God. And every time I get done with these stretches, I have to pop this bad boy back into place because it feels like it's like unseated in its leg socket. It's just very interesting. Like I did not realize this by itself would be so difficult for me to even do. And the whole point was I was supposed to be working my way up to being able to, like, I can't even sit on my butt this way. Like, it's not working. But then on the other side, if I do the exact same thing on the other side, I can do it perfectly. Like, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I'm bringing this to my physical therapist and I'm asking about this because not being able to do even the little bit of this, like, I feel like I'm falling backwards and it's driving me crazy. And even this, like, sitting here is so uncomfortable. And then trying to, like, if I put my knee back to where it needs to be able to do this and sit squarely, my knee starts shifting out of place and it pops like crazy when I'm done, and it's not good. I don't know. This might be a lot of rambling, but if anybody else has been struggling with those same types of things, just know maybe you're not crazy, and maybe in fact something is a little funky, or maybe you're doing things a little wrong. Like maybe you are like me and you've been doing this for forever and it's trapping your pelvis and you can't move any other way. Maybe give it a little try. Try sitting square on your butt with this kind of back there, you know? It definitely helps with the stretching. It's just odd that I can only do it on one side.
Can we talk about how hard it is to form relationships when you're disabled? Whether it be romantic, platonic, familial, it's so hard to form relationships when you're disabled. If you have a disability, you're most likely going to have high support needs, both physically and mentally. But we live in such an individualistic society that everyone is just expected to meet their own needs all the time. Like, you're just expected not to need anything from anybody, and you're praised for not needing anything from anybody. I'm someone that wasn't born disabled. I became disabled about 2 years ago, and comparing relationships before then and to now, it's completely different. Before I became disabled, forming new relationships was so easy. I didn't have to need anything from anybody. If I wanted to meet somebody, I would just drive myself to meet them. But now, in order to actually see my friends and like meet new people, I have to get a ride from somebody. I have to make sure that the area is accessible for me. I have to make sure the place isn't too loud. I have to make sure that I'm feeling good that day. Like, I miss out on so much that I literally cannot keep up with making new friends. And so the friends that I actually do have, they have had to learn and understand how I function and that I'm not trying to ghost them. I literally just cannot go out with them sometimes. There's just so many obstacles in making and keeping friends, like not only on my friends, but on me as well. Like, I will feel so guilty because my friends always drive me around places. I try to pay for their gas as much as possible, or pay for their food, or, you know, try to help them out in some way. But I would feel so much better if I could just drive myself to see them whenever I needed to, instead of constantly asking for help. Like, before I became disabled, I was very independent, so making the switch from being independent to needing everyone for everything has been such a hard process for me. So if you have a friend that has some kind of disability or chronic illness, just ask them how you can support them the best, and let them know what you can and cannot offer, and just try to understand that they're in a situation that requires more obstacles to be their friend.
Fuck being underrated, I wanna have everything they did. Guns, bitches, weed, money, YSL, gold chain, Maserati, penthouse, helicopter, fame. What you looking at, baby, is a mother.
The story you are about to see has been told before. A lot. And now we are going to tell it again.
Having an invisible disability, people in your life will just straight up forget you're disabled. Especially if you're like me and you're relatively recently disabled and they knew you when you were able-bodied. Like, why do my family members think I can come on a hike with them? I was telling y'all 2 years ago I couldn't even walk to classes or hold a full-time job. What do you think I took time off to recover from? Or like, you'll tell your friend like, oh, I need to walk slower, like I'm just hurting. And they're like, oh, did you hurt something? What's up? And you're like, same shit that's always hurting. And I really don't need to infer, because I've had people straight up tell me with full honesty that they forgot I was disabled. If I'm walking slow, it's a 99% chance I'm in pain. I think that's kind of the insidious thing about chronic pain too, that like, you're just constantly at a baseline level of pain every second of your life, and like, other people just forget or don't know that your resting level is pain. I can't get through a single day without remembering I'm disabled at least at some points, and the whole world can just forget. And that's why I will never shame myself for complaining about it. I will tell anyone that wants to listen how shit my pain is every day.
Being disabled is sometimes really funny, because I'll be in the middle of like the thing, and I'm just like, one second, coach. All right, I'm good. Put me back in.
And I can name 10 things us girls need before we ever need a man. 1 new vape, 2 lines of coke, 3 drinks from the bar, 4 more lines of coke, 5 fast fries, 6 and 10 drunk cigarettes.
Becky, hey, you should definitely come hiking with us. It's gonna be really fun. Oh, thanks for the invite. I don't think I'll be able to come. Now that I have POTS, it's just really hard for me to do any sort of oh no, don't even worry about it. Okay, thank you. I did that trail last week and I was able to go up and down very easily. Oh, I mean, that's great. I just mean for me, it won't be easy. No, I don't think you were listening. I did it last week and it was really easy. And yeah, I don't have POTS, but I don't remember the last time I worked out. So our energy levels are probably about the same. Oh, so there is a difference between POTS and not working out. I don't have POTS because of deconditioning. Any amount of physical activity, even just standing, is really hard on me. Okay, but have you tried drinking water? Because when I had water on that hike, I felt way better. You know what? I actually have these peanuts left over in my bag and I really need to finish them. Do you want the rest? What are you talking about? You know I'm allergic. Oh, don't even worry about it. I don't remember the last time I had peanuts and I was fine when I ate them. I can't eat those. Are you stupid?
Cleaning your house with Ehlers-Danlos edition. Oh, look at that. It seems to be your knee has popped out. What do you gotta do to fix it? Punch it. Punch it. Punch it. Yeah, you're good. Just walk it off. Also, you need to drink water right now or you're gonna pass the fuck out. Actually, maybe you should lay down. Laying down's a good idea. What's that? Your shoulder popped out? What do you gotta do? Punch it. Punch it. Punch it back into place. You're good. Oh, you feel like passing out again. Okay, we're feeling a little bit better. Let's stretch. Oh, we made it worse. Let's get back to work. Wait, what were we doing again?
Last warning, do not touch uh-oh.
Tommy, stop being sexist.
I'm not.
Light is on the way, we'll be having a fun time. It's such a lovely day, we should pocket the sunshine and never give it back. Even if there's a heat wave, we're stalling on the track. It will just be a close shave, I know that in a snap all the birds will sing. I know I'm full of crap, but still everything works out nice in the end. The sun will marry the moon, it'll be fine. Why don't we sit back, mellow again, and have a nice afternoon? It'll be fine.
They have to have that stump, don't they? Right out in your face. Look at my stump. This never looks good either. Always looks like the end of one of those smoked sausages, you know, like a cat's bum hole.
Okay, the vomit noises. This is why normalizing limb differences is so important to me. I typically am so intentional about keeping my channel positive, and I will always do that, but I think it's important to speak on this because this is why I do what I do. People need to see limb differences because the more you see it, the more normal it becomes. It's not taboo, it's not weird. And yes, I acknowledge that different is different. For example, was my husband surprised when he first met me that I didn't have an arm because I was hiding it under a jean jacket? Yeah, now it's such a normal part of everyday life that it's a non-factor. My best friends growing up used to be like, oh yeah, we forget you don't have a hand, because after
After you have a good stare, you look 3 to 4 times, you've seen it. The mystique wears off and you just see a person, your friend, your coworker, your partner. April. That is why I do what I do, especially with young girls, because I did not have that growing up. I've had reactions like this and the stares would get to me. My dad always tells me this story. My dad always tells me this story of when I came home at 5 and asked him, Dad, why am I the only person at school with one hand? Sorry, the parents part always gets me, like, even more than myself. But if young girls have a frame of reference, if they can go to school knowing, like, maybe no one looks like me here, but I have April, or I have other friends who get it, so I'm not weird, I'm not alone, that is life-changing. People will always be ignorant, and it's frustrating, and it's hurtful, but let this be fuel for you to keep showing up as your full self. Roll up your sleeves, show your prosthetics. For years and years of my life, I hid, and it wasn't helping me, nor was it helping anyone else. It helps people to see you up close. There are many days I still get insecure, but I am in deep. This is my platform. All I can control for now is making sure that this is a place where you feel less alone and hopefully realize disabilities can actually be cool. Love you.
Girl, I have no problem waiting for you. You're not a burden. I got you. Now, which bottle did you want again? Thank you. This cane's being a pain in my butt right now. Could you get that bottle? Alright, I got the bottle. Now we're going down the sugar-free aisle. Alright, let's go. Just take it nice and slow, nice and slow. You're doing great. We're almost there. We're almost there.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go around you guys because you guys are being way too freaking slow.
Whoa, hold it. She has a cane. She's gonna be a bit slow.
Well, she should be more sensitive to us able people. She shouldn't have come here if she knew she was gonna be such an inconvenience. Well,
since you able people don't know a thing about patience, maybe it's time you learn. Go slower. Don't gotta tell me twice.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
John Adams? I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it? 80.
The good news is there's no more plague! Huzzah! The bad news is there's no more London.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
My green velvet glasses. Gotta see. My bling lipstick. Gotta have it. With the mirror. And then all my Chanel lip glosses. My Mercedes car key and Louis Vuitton keychain.
People with hypermobility conditions will be like, oh, my back is so tight, and then proceed to do the most terrifyingly flexible thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Come on.
Wheelchair tips for beginners. When opening doors on your own, use your arms to pull yourself through. For pulled doors, be parallel to the side you're opening.
Don't look at how I part in my hair.
Going up ramps will be easier with time. Get a speedy start. And use going down them to your advantage.
Hello. Did you find everything okay today? I did. Thank you so much. Hey, is there anyone that could help me bring my groceries and put them in my car? Yeah, girl, absolutely. We got you. I love your cane, by the way. You have to tell me where you got those stickers. Oh, thank you so much. This is what's wrong with this generation. I'm sorry. Anyways, love the cane, love the stickers, and I'll have my friend bring out those groceries for you. You know what? I was just gonna leave this alone, but I need to step in. Do you realize that somewhere in the world there is an old lady struggling to walk and she can't get a cane because people like you that are completely healthy are taking them? A cane is not an accessory. You don't put stickers on it like a water bottle. That is for people my age and older. Don't worry, I'll handle this. Ma'am, I am so sorry, but this lane is closing, so you'll have to go to self-checkout. No. I didn't come here to go to self-checkout. I came here to talk to someone. Oh, if you came here to talk to someone, then maybe you should have learned about respect before you came in. Thank you so much. Here, I have a sticker for you. Oh, is this a cat dressed as an astronaut?